back already? Okay, I'm coming around. I actually did get my chat set up on my tablet for today. Sorry for being just a little bit late. I may have only woken up from a nap 5 minutes ago. Basically, like, it was, I was like 6:57. I had the stream live technically. But yeah, no, I'm not the most prepared. I did some of my setup here for stream as the stream was live in the waiting room. There we go. Chat to the side here. Let me switch this so I'm seeing all of live chat. There we go. I actually forgot to turn on one of my lights. There we go. Okay, now I can get it started. My soundbar appears to be off, but that's a good thing. The Valley amidst the Marhook Great Titan Company are reunited with King Canis of the League. You know what? I should probably... Sorry. I need to turn my desktop audio on in case someone hops into the Discord at all. Not saying that anyone will. Oh gosh, I didn't even pull my... You guys probably had my sound problems too. Sorry about that. There we go. Now everything's fully set up. In the valley amidst the Marhook Range, Titan Company are reunited with King Canis of Gallia. King Tibaran of Phoenicius also arrives and brings with him a disturbing tale. His words serve notice. There is no time to waste. The final showdown with Ashnard is coming. Between the forces of King Canis grants them returning home and the soldiers King Tibaran brings, the Crimean army possesses 3 times the fighting power it did when it left Begnian. Even so, the Dane forces encamped in the capital are strong, rested, and comparable in number. In addition, the road to the final confrontation is blocked by 2 formidable obstacles: Fort Penel and Nados Castle. How these two tests are faced will mightily affect the course of the war. I see. So Crimea and Gallia finally joined forces, have they? Half-breeds and humans fighting side by side. How sweet. In addition, it seems the incident with the Heron Princess has brought more Phoenicians to the struggle as well. Oh, the Hawk King is getting involved, eh? Which means that Crimean's army strength of arms is all but equal to our own, and growing daily. Of course, this pathetic ragged band is still no match for our superior leadership and skill. Things are getting interesting, are they not? But I am still unsatisfied. Divide our army into 2 battalions, and send one to meet the Crimeans. And who will be in charge of that battalion? Bertram. Bertram. Does that bother you? Then perhaps I should leave it to you and see what happens. Do you believe I would try to betray you? I believe your heart has considered it. Surely you jest. I will divide our forces and see that they march to meet Crimea under Bertram's command. Is this satisfactory? I leave it to you, good Sir Knight. One other thing, Your Majesty. In my absence, did you order the death of Enna? Enna! Oh, yes, her. I'd forgotten about that one. I lost all interest in her when she failed to hold Dane's capital, you know? I've no use for failures. Yes, I remember it now. I ordered General Petrine to take care of her. Another failure under my command. I told Petrine that if the task was beyond her, capturing Anna would be enough. I see. Why do you ask? According to one of General Petrine's men, they have indeed captured Anna. But with the General's death, they're unsure what to do with her. That was one of Petrine's better qualities. She always did follow orders. Well, what did you intend to do? I wish to receive your instructions. Do you still wish to see her killed, or have you changed your mind? Do what you will. I care not. However, do not bring her into my presence. When that one is near, Radiance appears to grow restless. As you wish. I cannot lie. I am not sold on Ashnard or the Black Knight. I think they are remarkably boring villains in this otherwise pretty well told story. Maybe that's a hot take, but whew, they are like as Saturday morning cartoon as they come. Everyone seems to be good here. Go ahead, Soren, you can begin now. Very well. Please look at this map. The current position of our army is here in the Marhut range. Between us and the capital, there are two large outposts of enemy troops, Fort Pinel and Nados Castle. Both holds were built to guardian our fair land, but now Dane rules them both. And who knows of us? With rations set, well, they could hold out for a year. Say what you will of Dane and her foul plans. One must admire her strength in things of war. Come now, Bastion. Why would you praise our foe? I do but speak the mean of it, good sir. The truth is harsh, but lies would be worse still. Would you two please shut up, please? Sheesh. Pinel and Nados are fairly close to one another. I doubt they would expect us to attack both at once, but that seems to be a waste of our strength if we still don't want to get ambushed from the rear while attacking. We cannot divide our army, but we could send a small force to attack the base with weaker defenses and keep it occupied. At the same time, the main army can't focus on one another and conquer it. I see, so which has more soldiers? That would be Fort Pinel. Very well, then the main army will lead an assault on Fort Pinel. Meanwhile, I'll take my army and a unit or so of Galeans to set out for Castle Nados. We'll launch an attack, and when they come out to meet us, we'll retreat. Then we'll attack again. It will keep them busy. That should give us the time we need. We'll take care of the front by day's end. Let's go capture a fort. It's settled then. Ike, I'd like to report the results of our last battle. There were no deaths and no injuries beyond our capabilities to heal. Everyone performed exceedingly well. That is all. By your leave, I will excuse myself. General, may I have a moment of your time? Yes, what is it? I'd like your advice on this, sir. Let's say I was faced with an undefeatable enemy. In this case, what should I do as the weaker fighter? Should I try avoiding slowing down other better fighters in retreat? Or do I sacrifice myself and try at the least to land a single blow on the opponent? If it's an enemy general or just someone that's far too strong for you, there's no need to get yourself killed. But I don't want you to simply run away either. Study the enemy first and see if retreating is your only option. I'd like you to do that much at least. Study the enemy. Yeah, that's right. What type of fighter is he? What kind of weapon is he using? Things like that. If you can learn to do that, you can determine how best to engage your opponent. Those are very core... Evening, Zero Herrera. Those are the very core of combat fundamentals, aren't they? Oh, I'm a fool. It could be, I think, all of my troubles started because I wasn't paying enough attention to the basics. You've given me something to think about and something to hope, too. Thank you, sir. You're the smartest general ever. Oh, what a brave little fella. Are you leaving now? Yep, we're going to do this some reconnaissance and tease out those Danes a bit. Good luck. Pa, you don't need luck when you're as tough as me. To Barn, about... Rayson, no. I'm truly sorry. Leon's kidnapping is completely my fault. It is not your fault. Please don't apologize. I know Leon is alive. These battlefields are filled with chaotic energy, but I can still sense her. It's faint, but I know it's Leon. Which is more reason for us to hurry. There may be other ways to finish this, but crushing Dane is the surest. Agreed. Rayson, is that mysterious power you used to sense Leon something only Herons possess? It's not something any Hawk clans have, that's certainly. It's not true, Tibar. The power may differ in potency between us, but all Lagoos possess it to some degree. Ah, so just my senses isn't developed, is it? That. The power is disturbed something like this. Distributed something like this. Among the bird tribes, it's very strong in the Heron clan. Among the beast tribes, I've heard it's most developed in the cat clan, though not nearly as strong as in the Herons. As for the dragon tribe, it's said to be equal or even surpass the strength of the Herons. Even though I knew all Lagoos were not alike, there are even more differences than I imagined. Your eyes should have told you that. Once we change, you look like a Dewey. Good point. Enough pleasantries. It's time for me and my men to take wing. Right, see you later. To Barn, may the fortunes of war be with you. And you as well. Don't try anything too dangerous. Rayson? My apologies, Ike. Though I knew this was coming, it's still difficult. Don't apologize. You've nothing left to prove to me. Ah. Your Highness, Kenneth. It looks like you've healed quite nicely from that wound you sustained in our last battle. I don't mean to sound disrespectful, Your Highness, but I feel it's reckless for you to join us in the battlefield. Several soldiers from my revenue have complained that when they are trying to protect you, you charge headlong into danger. Please stay out of harm's way and allow us to guard you. Your behavior endangers us all. I will remain on the battlefield until Commander Ike tells me he no longer has need of my powers. No one else may command me. But Your Highness, that having been said, I appreciate your concern. But again, I need no bodyguards. Now stop following me. If it weren't for that Imperial Order, he'd need a bodyguard to protect him from me. Okay. I think now I definitely need to work on some of my weapons. Don Quixote is looking a little bit more anemic than it was at one point, though I still have enough Iron Lance, so I'm not worried about that right now. You're fine. Rongominiad, 17. Yeah, you're doing good. I didn't even actually touch Rongominiad last time. Everything's fine on you. You are starting to see a little bit fewer spears, but I can't really replace that. Guy Bolg's also beat up. Longinus, probably going to make it another map or two. Still fine. Still fine. Tomahawk going, but so what I could do is give up the Tomahawk and take this other, newer Tomahawk. Lucia is fine, though I don't think I'm going to be using her or Bastion. Okay. Yeah, everything seems fine here. I think did I get anything, from drops last time? I think I got another Lagoos Guard. Oh yeah, I have a Lagoos Guard on Lucia. It's noteworthy, but I think we're done with the major Lagoos map, so it's probably not going to be useful. Ah, you have an occult. I should remember that, because you're completely off the team, so having a Night Ward on somebody would be nice. Maybe something to put on, because Titania gets pretty beat up, can get beat up now. Giving her just a little bit of defense using a Night Ward. Against Knights, yeah. I could do that, because it's often who she's fighting the most of. On the new news, So I saw her like I know I saw the Discord chattering about her. I saw her way back. I think last week sometime or over the weekend I saw stuff about her. Yeah, it's interesting to me. Honestly, the context around why she's being introduced is interesting because I did not know that. Like, I'm not keeping up DC Comics. I didn't know how long Alfred's been not around, visiting the farm. Yeah, I didn't know how long that had been the case, that it actually kind of stuck. So, honestly, that puts a further delay on them calling Alfred back from the farm, so to speak. So I think that's a good idea. It's nifty. I think it's nifty to introduce a new character. It's all going to depend on how she's written, of course, though. Not that I read the comics pretty actively to know. I'm sure if she's well written, they'll pull her over into the main, or into, not the main universe, because that is the main universe, into to other works, the way they do most of the Bat Family. Okay, skills. So I now have a second. A colt. Okay. I don't need to save. I'm not gonna apply any skills right now. Even though I thought about it. I'm thinking about it, but I'm really kind of holding off unless things get really rough. Let's go. No, I think she's fine. She's actually gaining levels pretty quickly. I might still push her upwards a little bit, so stats-wise she's keeping up more, but she's a squishy at the end of the day, so it's not that big a concern. Okay, let's get started. Making good run. Going. There's my Lord Ike. Princess Alencia, huh? What's going on? Why are you dressed like that? I thought to join you on the battle lines. Is that a Pegasus? Where did you get that? He belonged to my great-grandmother. I'm a bit nervous about riding him, but I'm going to try nevertheless. I appreciate your desire, but your retainers will never allow it, will they? As for that... Did you agree to this, Joffrey? No, personally, I'm against it, but she is the princess, and it is her wish. I can do nothing. The princess's great-grandmother was a Rebellion Pegasus knight of some renown before marrying into House Crimea. Princess Alencia herself is skilled at both riding and swordsmanship. As a child, she was granted permission to train in case the need for her to fight ever arose. Behold, the Pegasus in uniform, all treasures of our House Crimea fair. We did fear much from we would never see a chance to use them in their proper stead. Oh, muse of fire, I cannot find the words. Behold a light that dares to shame the sun. Our princess, clad in raiments fair and fine, gives courage, love, and vigor to our cause. I'm surprised you're able to hide armor and fly in a flying horse from the Dane army. Ahem, Prince Renning foresaw a time when the princess would need them, and bade us to convey them from the palace. Prince Renning's thoughts were always of the princess, even as his life abandoned him. Be true to your heart, and live life as it dictates. Those were his final words to her. My Lord Uncle was the one person who understood me best. Even though I'm dressed like this, I have no experience and do not expect to fight as well as the rest of you. But this constant waiting behind doing nothing sets my heart beating with such unease, I fear it may burst. Even if I cannot fight, I would still use staff to heal the wounded. If I could save just one soldier, that would mean much to me. Please, my Lord Ike, I promise to obey orders and stay out of harm's way as best I can. Lord Ike, we will take responsibility and guard the princess. It is her heartfelt wish. This is not something I can allow nor disallow. She's my employer. If this is what the princess wants, all I can do is comply. Be careful, will you? Oh, thank you very much. Let us go forth like sunlight to the dawn. Alencia fights and Crimea wins the day. This map feels deceptively small. Ike, there are more enemy soldiers than we expected. Just from what I can see, they are about double our number. We must assume that the fort houses many more troops. This may prove to be a long battle. Even if they have 20 times our numbers, we must overcome them. In this war, there can be no retreat. Oh, they're giving me a lot of units this time. And when I say, oh, I mean a shit ton. Huh. Like, enough that this is not just a lot of units, this is a liability. Volk, you're out of the squad. Reese, you're back in. I could use another healer. Items. Reese, I'm going to give you a quick buff. Because I have nothing better to do with it anyways, unless... Did they... Is... Alencia, are you pre-promote? Princess Crimea. You do have a special weapon with no charges. Twice per turn, that's nifty, but you don't have very high strength. Either way, I'm gonna seal Reese here. Give him just a little bit more stats to try keeping up. Go back to the menu and juice up Alencia? Good idea. I can go back. Yeah, we'll EXP award Alencia a little bit. Let's see, where is she? Something tells me she's not going to get a lot of strength out of this. I'm hoping she gets a little bit. But strength of 9 is kind of rough. Her speed's not bad at all, though. Yeah, her speed's not bad, and her luck's... Any of her skills other than her, her strength and, HP are decent enough. What level are they? 7 and Tanith is 14, but Tanith started higher. And is... yeah. I can raise her to 5, I think. Give her some stat infusions here. Yeah, and it doesn't have any degradation, I noticed. Like, it is just a good weapon. It looks like a good weapon, just probably exclusive to her. Oof. Yeah. She's just going to be a healer on wings more often than not, I assume. Okay, the last level I wanted to put into her right now. Alencia, any chance we have any, I didn't actually go to the shop, did I? I can armory something. Let's make Sora a new book. Oh, wow, I can't actually make it that high. Never mind, Soren doesn't need a new book. I am not necessarily the most pleased it's going to make me bring all of these units to the next fight. I feel like there's so many units I could easily fall next fight because of how many I'm carrying around. Almost too many compared to what they've let me have recently. Alencia does not need an exclusive weapon. She needs a stave. I don't think Ike gets an exclusive weapon. I could replace the Don Quixote with the Forge. There we go. Actually, no, I don't need the weight to be that low. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, her strength is like 18 right now. So it doesn't need to actually be lower. Attack and crit, though. Double 007 First Light. I believe I saw that it's releasing. That or it's about to release. I know what to name this one. We have the Don Quixote. Give her Sancho. Let me take a look at I need to look at the coloring. I'll send it to the convoy for a second. Let's put away the Killer Lance. I don't actually like the Killer Lance on her anyways. I don't really like relying on RNG with her. Whereas, who benefits from the Killer Lance far more than she does? Oscar. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised to see Seki playing that game one of these days. Like, I don't know, she doesn't know it released, but the game was in the back of her mind. She's a huge James Bond fan. Okay. I could have also promoted Riss while I was there, but... Oh, you know what? There's one way I could check to see if Valencia's pre-promoted or if I should just go a little bit crazy and chuck as much as I can into her. I'm 99% sure she's pre-promoted, though. Yeah, she's pre-promoted. Okay, outfit. Riss. Use your Master Seal. He's not a bad magic tank, and his HP is not. He's actually his stats aren't bad. Still, he's still so frail though. I shouldn't be getting any ideas of him. That said, I think he actually has light magic. Oh, you can actually use Purge. Cannot use Nosferatu yet, though, which is... Like, that's how you make a magic tank, but he doesn't have enough... He doesn't have enough defense to, like, be a full tank with Nosferatu. Alright, we'll save that over my most recent prep screen. Okay. Okay, now we need to do some positioning. Bolts in front. Let's put my put some of the more like the more far people, like the Flasker people in the middle here, so I can push them forward quicker. And you guys are gonna be back here, and I'll probably use racing to make one of you guys move faster. Okay, a lot of healers on this map. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, what's the conditions? C's. So I just have the C's. General Bertram, the Crimean army has risen to the bait. Orders, sir. Your orders, sir. General, how should we make answer? Turn the ground soft with blood. Make a graveyard of this place. Bury them all. Yes, sir. Sword, do you have any information on the enemy general? Our intelligence reports that the commander of this army is Bertram, one of Dane's 4 riders. One of the 4 riders, so he's in part the woman we fought earlier, General Petrine? That's not necessarily so. The name 4 riders is given to the 4 persons of highest ability among the king's advisors. So the members can change, and that is, who are the current 4 riders? First, there was General Petrine, whom we defeated in the Riven Bridge. Then the man we face today, General Bertram. Next is General Bryce, who served the previous king. And finally, the enigmatic general known as the Black Knight. Those are the 4. This is the same Black Knight who's murdered Commander Grail. Of that, there appears to be little doubt. Tell us, Sword, do you have any more information on General Bertram? I know not where he hails from. He appeared after the fall of Crimea and has quickly gained Ashnard's favor. So he's a man of no mean ability. Like the Black Knight, he always wears his armor and never shows his face unhelmed. Some say not even his armor. He's not even in his armor, but it's inhabited by an ancient specter of demonic creature. It's all superstition and rumor designed to heighten fear of the man. It's not important. Once we cross swords, we'll know the truth. Then we can discover for ourselves if he's just a loudmouth braggart or truly a monster. As long as our blades can wound him, I care not either way. Let's go. Okay, let's see how things look. I'm seeing a bow up here, so I'll set that danger. There's a meteor spell. Oh, it's a very wide, stretched out map. Laguzak, so I gotta be careful with you, but... And then there's a hammer and a killer axe. Okay, Flyers won't be able to go very far. A lot of crit potential here, though, with killing weapons. Okay, some of this stuff gets a little bit dangerous. I need to be careful with my mid units, like Oscar. Even Leaf might be a little squishier for some of these weapons. Stefan probably is too, but I'm a lot less worried about Stefan thanks to Stefan against anything that's not a let's say a bowman. I was hoping for an easy kill. I can't really do anything with a killer axe. because I don't reach far enough with anyone. I could have Racing... No, Racing doesn't reach far enough either. Yeah. That is what it is. Okay, you get beat up pretty bad by that. So Tanya should easily be able to kill this unit. Yeah, we'll deal with you. No Laguzaks today. Just get rid of these specialty weapons, as many as possible. How's your defenses, Joffrey? Not terrible. In fact, you're almost as good as Oscar in defenses. And you're better than Titania. Alright. We'll let Joffrey and his Brave Lance see combat. You guys I don't want anywhere near archer units. And they have pretty successfully hard-walled me from a lot of the map. No Bastillas though, so that should clear up cleaner. Here's the funny thing. I can actually send these guys this direction a little bit, because I didn't see any archers on these Swords Masters. And these guys aren't going to have the range to reach them. So I could draw those Sword Masters away. Well, no, your defenses and HP aren't worth sending you directly up, but... have these guys a little farther off, because the axes are going to get doubled by those swords. Okay, you guys shouldn't be able to break out past them right now. Yeah. Have you guys at the edge of the combat here, because I can have you guys getting close to heal and then run away. Well, did I mark you? I'll mark you too. You might try to go for Marcia. That could actually be pretty rough. get Soren just a little closer to the action. Okay. I'm happy with this. That was one of the hardest units to crit and one of the most defensive units. So even if that did crit, you probably would have survived that. A bow against you's not great. Ouch. Okay. Let's mark the nearby archers again. Okay, I can do a little bit of damage out here. The greatest setup, but let's rely on her the low to hit on her. Keep my more involved units working on better enemies. Okay. Alright, I need to mark more archers. That steel bow would be nice to get rid of as that, because now my flyers are starting to be in range, or some of them. I just want him dead. And the Killing Edge is one of his best defensive weapons, so... Good, level up on Mist. Hey, I got a strength in that. And defense. I like that level up. Okay, we're going to pull her back about as much as I can. That archer needs to die. I think I can get that archer killed relatively easily. Oh, like to kill that knight too, because those knights are going to have too good of a reach. No, not quite able to reach. Could send Sword into the fray if I can clear out that knight somehow. How does Shine do, or Purge do on him? Not great. Yeah, I would like you just gone. Your defenses are 15. You get hit for a pretty rough amount of damage. I don't want to put you in the front lines. That's absolutely necessary. You're healed, though. Straight's gonna have Ike drive by this this killer axe. Kill. 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 And then I can maybe set up something of a wall. Okay. Getting a defensive pocket going is not as easy as I'd hoped. Not on this map. That's gold. Gold. Like that. Fun crit. Okay, you are the last of anybody who puts anyone else at risk right now. I do not have enough bulk units to deal with you right now either. And you don't have enough to... okay. How do you guys do against this guy? The Sancho... Not terribly. 28 damage with a 15 crit percent chance. I don't hate that. And you, 34 damage. A little bit meatier of an attack on you, but... Okay, how about you guys, though? Can I get a good cut? I get kill on you. Can I Brave Axe you to death? Well, I don't have Brave Axe, I have the Steel Axes. Not quite a kill on you. Meaning you guys become... Just you. Only you become a risk. A flight risk to Lucia. You don't even reach Lucia. Okay. That's how we're going to do this. Because there aren't any... I guess... Yeah, no, you guys aren't close enough to be a risk. They all have good enough magic resistance to protect against that. Sure. Lower to hit, higher crit. If we get a crit, it's even better right now. No crit, but that puts me in a much better position to send someone else in. Yeah, you don't reach. Do I need Rongo? Yeah, I need Rongo for one. Raise my chance of getting a kill. Okay. That pulls a lot of our nastiest units from. And that leaves you two. We have a mercenary and a mercenary with the killing edge. The killing edge is the much higher priority kill that I can guarantee right now. But you have the better access to some of my squishies. Which is the scary thing right now. Soren, have I got a job for you? Yeah, and you'll be just off range from based off where I want to put you. Just out of range of anything scary. That might work. But for now, let's get this killing edge out of here. Killing edge, bye-bye. Only getting the one hit, so... And there's not a lot of risk damage-wise, so no point not going for the strong hit with him. He might miss, though. Now he hit. Alright, pull back and just... Actually, I won't pull back with him. Because I would like him to stay as a wall to lure that last Swordsmaster down. Dead. You continue to be a good magic, good resistance bulker, but not a lot I can do with that here. Okay. I want to put you directly in the way right now, and you are going to pull back. I'll rest. Okay, that should be the safest possible route here. Now, the danger here is Boyd takes too much damage, and then they get him with the magic spell up there. And I don't know how much damage that's going to do, because he's going to have his pick of all of my units to fire a strong magic spell on. I might be high-key kind of glad I brought Soren. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to go for. Good miss. Sweet. Okay, this is the scary part right here. Up here, this is pretty much done and dusted. I can send Titania or Ike to go deal with that magic user. And you can be like a poke would kill you now. In fact, let's do it. Oh, that's not quite a good enough poke. Okay, maybe a little bit more than a poke. Either way, I can deal with you. With any unit that can DPS. Soren, I'm hesitant with Soren. There's so much around right now. Okay, let's see if I can kill this Lagoose. Either that or... Yeah, Lagoose Lance is probably the smarter one. Let's do Jill's job here and Lagoose Lance this, and then pull back so I don't get hit by an archer. Alright, you're going to pull back and do some basic defense here. Where's Tanith? Tanith, you can actually get in and... because that's a Lagoose bow. Yeah, let's kill this archer here. Just to free up the scarier units we dealt with by the stronger people. Okay, I could do a good chunk of damage. Either of you have range weapons? You have a short spear. You're probably the priority kill. Though I could probably kill you with not quite an Iron Lance. I will need to use Sancho or Don Quixote. Let's use the Don Quixote. It's about done, but it's got to go eventually. Yeah, I can take some defense on her. Come on, if you could proc a bonus shot, that'd be awesome. Or you could proc a crit. I'm fine with a crit. Now I get to decide whether or not to form a defensive line around Soren to prevent the last Armor Knight from going for Soren, or if I should try to get a kill. I guess it's still a defensive formation. You can't get around to Soren like that. You have to march up to him. Yeah, sure. You can still hit Soren, though, so that's a little concerning. Can I shove Raisin? That puts Raisin at risk, though. Could you, with the Silver Sword, actually manage to get that kill? Strength of 28, Silver Sword, defensive 19, do 9 damage. Yeah, that'll get the kill. And Raisin has the resistance to handle it, to handle Shine. Yeah. That just leaves you, because these guys are way too far out of range to actually reach me. I think you guys probably have the highest chance of doing something scary, but yeah, no, you can't even get to me. So that's now secure, which is good. That was where I was a little bit concerned about. This is done. Okay. Let's send Ike onwards, probably. Heck, let me see if I can't deal with you with the Brave Lance, because I'm... Yeah, we're just going to Brave Lance you. I'd rather you be dead. And I'd like to send Titania and Ike outwards quicker. Brave Lance crit! And I'll send you because you don't have much left. You don't have more than a round or two left in you. Whereas everyone else can go and worry about getting healed or getting kill off. Alright, have the forces rejoin. I might consider the Laguz Stone on this map, though, at some point, because I've only got 4 maps left? 4 maps left. 3 maps after this, so plenty of Laguz Stones. Do I just draw them? I guess first things first. Let's mark that for the Flyers. You guys... Someone's got a bow. No, just a Laguz Axe. Or Ring Sword. That's an uphill. Just draw everybody in on Ike. That's what that would do too. No, we'll go part of the way up the hill, only because I know I'm gonna have Titania following along. Where does that knight reach? Yeah, that's what I kind of want to draw the most. So I'm gonna go do this. Items, Armor Slayer, equip. Is there a hammer up here? Or any, you're just Shine, right? Shine and Physic. Or Psychic. heal these guys over here. Let's heal you. I do need to get Mist a new mend. Yeah, I figured you'd go for her. I assume she didn't have a very high, Oh, you actually hit me. Oh, that's not fun. Can Joffrey handle these guys? Yeah, more or less. In a worst case scenario, let's see if I can't just consolidate here. Here's what I kind of want to do. Maybe not. You hit pretty hard. I can rescue her if I need to. Alright, let's mark the archers here. Alright, I want to set the range on these guys so I know what not to do. Are you? Yeah, you're defensive. Do I know yet what I'm doing with that? Not really. Let's kill this Armor Knight first. And we'll just get him with an either. Okay, there's some safety in that plan. Those are the units I'm worried about right now. Use the vague Coddy, I think. See if I can't get a... Because at most they're going to be able to do 28, 32, 40. Oof. So if I don't get that crit, or if he hits when he shouldn't, that'd be pretty bad. I could get a kill here. Yeah, let's move Titania up. I can move the other guy. I can move Stefan away if I need to, but I need one of these guys dead. These guys hit too hard for me to want to risk having two of them in the area. Now it means I can move Titania, put Titania on the offensive even more. Level 20 Titania. Who would have guessed? HP could be better, but okay. And are you hitting anyone you shouldn't? No, you're not actually. Meaning, if I want to, I can even push Longinus up. Though that's a little bit worse of an idea because that puts him into range of. Not really. Nothing. Oscar's very, very, very bulky in terms of defense, so I'm not worried about him. You're just not hitting very hard. Okay, a lot of units that can come after them, so if anywhere is going to cause me to lose a unit, it's here. So I'm kind of glad I didn't push further with Stefan. There was too many things going on with Stefan here. I'm moving forward as a little bit of bait, though. Poke. Alright, and I want to know their ranges. Okay, I outrun them. flee away a little bit. I like that they attack you because you are a unit that reliably will not kill, so I don't have to worry about you killing them and accidentally making it easier for them to. Well, actually, no, they can move. They have. Oh no, they aren't going to canto. Huh. I'm surprised they're all going for him. Do they see a kill path, or am I just that? Or am I just that? Does he do that little damage that they're trying to prioritize their own survival? Glad I have the Armor Slayer on. Fair enough. Everyone trying to go for Ike. For no damage. See, that's mean. That's nice. Okay. Archers. You're not going to get much more fighting done. Yeah, you have in your this form, you have as much defense as Oscar, so I'm willing to have you take a pretty. You just have no speed. Okay, I'll consider that to deal with the archer. You had really good to hit. Well, that's the most beat up I've seen Ike in a minute. No, I'd actually like to keep him here. Could one tap him. Use the Brave Axe. Just get the kill quick. Get the kill with one charge instead of two. Also, I feel like I want the additional attacks here on Titania right now. Fall back here, creates more of a wall. Not quite a kill. But I can finish it off with Oscar, so that's actually kind of worth. Sure, I'll blow more Longinus. Okay. It still leaves quite a lot of danger. But I can't... If I can get to that longbow, that frees up my flyer units to come up here. I know there's a steel bow there, too. Maybe less free than I would like. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Oh, I can't use it yet. T.H.E can take bows. God, this guy's scary. That does free it up for T.H.E, I guess. I can go in like that, or alternatively with T.H.E, I can go in like this. Fuck it. I was worried about that. Fuck! There's a loss. Not one of the units I was most invested in. Still sucks to lose him, but he's a swords master. That happens. You know what I should have done? And I still can. That creates a safer area. Okay. I don't like this area very much, to be honest. It is so precarious, especially for Ranulf. Is anyone able to even go for, No. Not that I'm seeing. Yeah, we're safe right now on the squishy side. Let's pull them inwards, though. Because you guys are going to be in range, so I have to split my forces a little bit. Ranulf's at the most risk right now. He's got good defenses in this form, but he gets doubled by a few people. Really, it's just that Swordsmaster was really scary. That was still such an unfortunate crit. Like, I had to not land that crit, and he had to land that crit for that to go that way. Then I think he landed a second crit, too. Okay. Alright, now I'm in range to where I can have these guys handle it back here. Either of you using spears? Short spear on you, so I shouldn't attack any. I should be careful who I hit you with. Okay, yeah, sure, we'll Elwood you. Get another kill with Jill. Okay, mark the bows. And we're gonna do our damnedest to kill the bows this round. Because if those bows are gone, my flyers can move anywhere. Although, they really are sticking around now. I also want to get rid of that flyer. I think I can neatly clean out those bows, though. Alright, yeah, we'll poke him with you. Just to get the units I can push into my squishies area out of the way. There's no more bow units over here, right? Yeah, you guys are just weapons. And Jill is tanky enough. Ike needs healing. That boss shouldn't move on a map like this. Guess I'm not managing healing this round. Because I would like to just get another kill in. That boss won't move. There's no chance that boss moves, and no one should be able to kill Ike in one shot. Oh, there we go. Found my healing. Okay. Try to bring the healers forward. That should be the last of the reinforcements, most likely. I'm going after Boyd. Okay. Probably the better person to go after for you, but... that's fine. Other people can use the XP. Oh, look at that. Reinforcements. Okay. Any chances? I could meme. Ranulph probably will need to fall back, but I might even be able to seize this round if I'm really smart about it. That will hurt, but if I end up clearing them out pretty easily, I should be fine. I can kill those two. How does T.H.E do against the boss? The boss is a rune sword, so magic damage, I assume. We also have a spear, so you can actually turn around and hit me with physical attacks. You're not like that one boss who I could turn around and use Soren as a tank if I wanted to. Yeah. Keeps you out of range so you can't turn around, so the boss can't just nuke you off the face of the earth. And now I can send Ike straight to the boss to also try a kill. Both Ike and Katana can get a whack at it. 32 damage from Ike. Can't kill me in the next round. 18. Can't kill me in the next round. Okay, yeah. That's Matt. No, I guess I could miss. Yeah, let's just get you with Longinus. That actually hurt a little bit. See, that actually could have been dangerous. If I wasn't right here already. Instead of tomahawking, why don't I hit with something worth a while? Yeah, go for gold. And fall back. Or what does Brave do? No. Gold is just better. Okay. Perish! Perish! Alright, and fall back. Ike can now go take a swing. You're not an armor unit. Yeah, I need to use the silver sword. Perish! Perish! So you're Bertram, are you? Sorry, but I can't perish right now. Me, kill! What? Kill me! Kill me! What's going on? Are you mad? Ah! He's under the effects of the medallion, isn't he? Release. Lost someone on this map. Sir, the enemy troops are fleeing. Shall we give chase? No, let them run. We fought enough today. Get our men inside the fort and give everyone a break. Yes, sir. I see. So Crimea's won another victory, have they? Well then, send the rest of our troops to Castle Nados as reinforcements. Put General T.H.E in charge and let him exchange blows with them. Yes, that would leave the capital protected by only the Imperial Guard. You forget yourself, Knight. I will be here as well. If they defeat T.H.E and make it all the way here, then they are worthy to cross swords with me. I would beg your question, Your Highness. Why do you divide our troops and give the enemy the advantage? It's as if you were... As if I was what? Go on. It's as if you were... If you desire the Crimean army to continue winning and make its way here to you. I'll not deny it. Are you saying you desire Dane's defeat? No, I am not. If you think through it clearly, Dane will not lose. We had many plans when we started this war. We went through many scenarios, many predictions. But as you know, our predictions have been completely overturned by this gang of rabble. Was that luck, or was it the gap in skill between the individual soldiers? And if it is, aren't you interested in seeing how far they can come? I do not understand. Perfect. Nothing raises my spirits like war. Come, Crimea, let me be the one to consume your noble hearts. Okay. Lost a unit there. That's actually what I'm going to call it for tonight. We are very close to the end of this game, though. Ooh. Let me move over to the screen here. Okay, I'm going to be right around. Woo! Just get a second camera instead of having to do that if I use this couch setup too often. The couch setup's actually going to go away relatively soonish, just for the next stream series. Although it's also going away for FGO. For my FGO stream next... well, not next week. There will be no FGO stream next week. Next week, I'm either taking a week off, or I'm streaming only Fire Emblem on Monday, and then I'll play the new chapter on the following Monday, on Monday the 8th. But, okay, so, but immediately here, we are damn close to done. Like, if I'm not wrong, we have so, if I had done 2 chapters today and 2 chapters tomorrow, I'd be done, I'm pretty sure. Path, chapters, Path of Radiance. That was Clash just now. Yeah, so we're at... Next time is chapter 27, 28 in the endgame. Are there any chance that I finish next time? Probably not. But I'm going to see what I can do. Either next stream or the following stream are going to be a 2-chapter stream, regardless of length. My thought right now is there's a very, very strong chance I turn around and do an extra stream on Saturday. Because I genuinely do kind of want next week off outside of maybe a tea time chat Seki and I are throwing around. If there's going to be an FGO stream the following week. So if I can wrap up this game by Saturday, that'd be awesome. But I need to think about the logistics of that, or see what I can do tomorrow. Hey, maybe I finish all the maps tomorrow in like half an hour. No, it's not happening. So yeah, chances are we are going to do another map tomorrow, unless that map goes really fast. Then we'll only be doing 1 map, and then Saturday we'll be wrapping up the rest of the game with the last 2 chapters. That's the plan for now. As for upcoming stream plans, if this goes to plan, if I have the time to stream Saturday, I'm going to set a tentative time for 6 p.m. Saturday. But there's a chance that gets pushed back just depending on how busy I am that day, or if I get caught up with something else that day. The plan for the following week is to maybe tea time chat, but other than the tea time chat, to take the week off of streaming, knowing that the new FGO chapter, the Aftertime first chapter,
comes out on the 8th, or on the 3rd. We'll probably be streaming that on the 8th, because I'm going to be pretty busy that weekend. And FGO streams always go longer. So unless I will be hard capping myself so I don't have another Ordeal Call 4 situation where I was up till like God too early in the morning playing FGO. So we don't have that kind of situation happen again. We'll probably be cutting ourselves off after 2 or 3 hours. But we will not be getting started on the next chapter until the 8th. If we do the 8th, though, I'll probably pick right back up and stream the 9th and finish it off, even if it's not the most optimal for me. We'll see. I'll do my research as to how long that chapter is, or like where's a good cutoff point beforehand, because by then we should have some moderate, like some small guides out. Following that, we're probably not going to take an immediate break, because I do want to get some streams in while I can, because July is going to look a little bit funky for me. There's going to be some transition stuff going on. I have no guarantee that I'll be able to keep up with streams as often as I used to starting in July. It's possible I might, but I have no good outlook starting in July anymore. But I will still try to stream as often as I can. It's just going to be a little bit different than it was before. I might not be able to go as long as I have been on some streams. It's kind of why I've been cutting myself off more often than not. Look, I would love to play the entire FGO chapter in one sitting. I did that for pretty much every previous chapter. I love doing that. But it keeps me up so late, and I need to stop doing that, especially with the way things are looking for me with going into July. So, yeah, I can't be up as late anymore. So, as a result, we're probably looking at two streams for the chapter, because that should be enough for me if I cut myself off at around 3 hours. But right after FGO is done, we'll be shifting into our next game, which, if I'm not wrong with the schedule that I kind of wrote up for games I'm going to be playing, let's see here. Streams. Let me see. Stream plans. Yeah. Next game I'm planning on going at is Pokemon Colosseum. There are a few things that can mess with that, where I might turn around and play something else. If Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is a little bit more imminent, you might be getting me, like if it's like an August game, in an August game I could do Pokemon Colosseum in about a month and a half of streams. But I do want to start Fortune's Weave as soon as it drops, so I'm really eyeing that release date to determine when it comes out, because that'll be our game for a while most likely. I wanted to at least run one run through a Fortune's Weave on stream, and honestly, playing Fire Emblem on stream has been a lot of fun. So being able to play the new one on stream would be really awesome. But if that launches sooner rather than later, I might put Pokemon Colosseum on the back burner, just depending on where we're at on that. Ideally, though, I would like to get Colosseum, squeeze that in there. It's not a long game. And Colosseum's the kind of thing I can actually grind off stream and enjoy myself a bit, because it's still Pokemon. So, we'll see. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get going. I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Seki also has a stream early in the morning tomorrow for the price increases. Yeah, that price increase is coming. There is a really great bundle right now on the Switch 2. I realize that you're a single buyer, a single purchase, or a single game purchaser on for Fire Emblem de Howaria, but if you're at all interested in Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, or Pokopia, there is a really great bundle on Switch that just dropped. That bundle is it's the same price as the old Mario Kart bundle, but it gives you your choice of the 3 games. And it's only $50 more than the basic Switch model. And in the future, once that price increases, that will be the price of the original Switch. I don't know if that model is increasing, or if that's just going to be the only model available in the future, and they're going to try supplementing the cost of the Switch going up by easing people in with a game. So, you might want to look into that bundle if you're considering it. But yeah, I do hope they announce the release date sooner rather than later. All right. Well, I'm going to get going. I'll see you back here tomorrow evening. I'll see you back here. I'll see you back here tomorrow evening, and then Seki will be on stream again tomorrow 9 a.m. She should be finishing Atlantis, so definitely tune into that if you have the time. All right, see you guys.